What is a woman?
I don't like clowns.
Let's see what you got.
I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Screw you, Taylor Swift. That's how I would like to begin. This woman has got she's a billionaire. I saw her amazing mansion in Rhode Island. I went to some hotel there, and there it is up on a cliff. You've never seen a more beautiful home. It's one of, 20? She's got so many gifts thanks to all of you. Thanks to your daughters, who you probably had to drag to her concerts, and you want to make your daughter happy, and so you did it, and it's true whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. And how does she thank this nation? She turns around, not only does she pick a side in a hotly contested presidential election, alienating at least half of her fan base, but she says the reason she's voting for Kamala Harris is because of Tim Walz's LGBTQ stance.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Do you know what Tim Walz has done on the LGBTQ front? Let me tell you what's gonna happen, okay? Here's what's gonna happen. A little girl sitting in Wisconsin who's maybe on the spectrum, maybe has acne, maybe is a little heavy set, maybe feels upset because the parents are getting divorced, something like that, is going to find herself down a rabbit hole on Reddit. And her parents aren't gonna know because they're getting a divorce and they're not focused on her right now. And she's gonna spend hour after hour on that thing, and Reddit's gonna tell her she's actually a boy. And she's gonna get sucked into this gender cult, and she's gonna say, Mom and Dad, I want puberty blockers into cross-sex hormones, which will sterilize her and deprive her of all sexual pleasure for the rest of her life. And they're gonna say, no, you're a girl. And she's gonna say, but I want top surgery, this benign thing, this double mastectomy where I'll have tubes coming out of me and I'll never breastfeed a child. I want that too, because I'm a boy. And they're gonna say no. And she's gonna go to a judge in Minnesota, and because of Tim Walz, the court will take custody of her.
That's fucked up.
Use the Medicaid funds in Minnesota to provide her all of those things, chop off her breasts, sterilize her with the puberty blockers into the cross-sex hormones. And when this girl inevitably comes to the conclusion that she didn't want any of this, that it only added to her problems, which were the divorce and the acne and the puberty and not any trans issue, who is she gonna go to then? This is all because of Tim Walz. That's what Minnesota is doing right now to little girls and boys, taking custody away from the parents so that they can have these procedures without any loving parent there to help. And that's what Taylor Swift just endorsed for your children. So screw you, Taylor Swift.
We can do our Taylor Swifting somewhere else.
Well, you probably heard I would like another debate, so I'm hoping the former vice president will agree to that. But we have a lot more to discuss.
Vice President?
What is a woman?
Can you tell me what a woman is? Because clearly you're really confused, and that's okay. It's okay to be confused.
Well, I'm confused. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
So if you were to define it, what would it?
I'm really sorry for the loss of your brain cells.
You can't even define what a woman is, and you're saying I've lost brain cells?
You're the one who's asking, idiot. All right.
They fall apart. Get the truth.
You have to realize how bad things got, particularly for blacks, under the Obama presidency, economically. Unemployment, which never reached double digits for whites under Obama, did not fall below double digits for blacks until the 3rd month of Obama's 7th year in office. Under Trump, black unemployment fell to 50-year lows. Black poverty fell to its lowest level on record. You saw black wages rising at more than 15% among blacks, but only 11% among whites. It may not seem like a lot, but that's a 36% difference. That is not just a continuation of something that was happening under Obama, as some people like to dismiss it. It was an acceleration. For the lowest income earners in this country, their wages under the first 3 years of the Trump administration grew at more than double the rate.
That's what I'm talking about.
Down, down with deportation. Up with education. 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 Down, down with deportation.
Well, expect a lot more of that.
Some societies, like Koreans, they might have a God complex, but they don't have a history of oppressing another group of people.
Each other, right?
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, what the
What do you mean?
You don't think Asians had, they didn't oppress?
Koreans didn't have slaves. We didn't fly.
Did Koreans have slaves?
Korea had the longest unbroken chain of slavery of any society in history. Holy shit!
You guys are scumbags.
We're scumbags.
Oprah and Kamala had me crying. It's like the nostalgia of Oprah in the 90s after high school, but like with the hope of today with Kamala, and there's a Swiftie right behind him. I love it so much.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
Anything.
It is a messed up world.